Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Broncos offense will take the field first. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Broncos come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Broncos are marching down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
On that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The Broncos didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got stuffed on second down, and still they need 1 yard here on third and goal. Sneaks it in.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Smith. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So North Texas offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality,
Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Working that left side now. Running free. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, North Texas.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Scanning the field, it's Lowry. Throws for the tight end, and they can't make the connection.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Unleashes one. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
He's going to take off, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Broncos need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll sneak it.
No gain on the play. It's now.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. It's a bit of an interesting choice. You could break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on fourth down, they're backed up, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, I love these goal-to-go situations. Give it to your QB. Don't do any of the read stuff. Don't do any of this stuff that takes time. Go now, get downhill, follow your blocks, and get in the end zone. Nice decisiveness by the QB.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
North Texas, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass on second down. Quick completion on the out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, and what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball to the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat. The linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the 1st down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his...
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Give to the running back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Got his man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. North Texas in the hurry up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here.
Touchdown, Mean Green. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over Troy. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the Heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. And you could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Broncos are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up second down.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He leaves it with his back. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. That's reeled in, it's Buckley. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it in the middle. It's Brooks. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Western Michigan.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo.
The Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. give to the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal blocking back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-Americans if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Power football with the run. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
North Texas lining up, facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. North Texas started this drive in the shadow of its own end zone, but now they've moved out, got a little something cooking. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Texas. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Broncos are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jones to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
We've reached a break, and North Texas has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Non-end receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
North Texas will have to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Rides the back and leaves it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Catch in the middle, it's Leary. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off with a big hit.
There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Boom. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
When you talk about versatility of the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Punts it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. 2nd down, he'll throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. He's got an open man. Running through contact. Racing to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They move on top here in the 4th.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got his man. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Finds his back in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back. Let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Back open in the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on second and short. Wants to go up top. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point, and every second is precious. North Texas has it, going to work with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete. Touchdown, Mean Green. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Rushes on him. Skips away from pressure. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He wants a big play here late. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fires to the tight end. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. David, Jesse, they find a way in the waning seconds to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last chance.
Going up top. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. Finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're working that left side. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
He's got the back in the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They're going for the touchdown here on 4th and goal in overtime. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, North Texas. They strike first in overtime.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal. Are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. How about this job by the defense? A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well-disguised. That's what you got to do.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an